So Ted Cruz did this epically stupid fake filibuster. Now, understand, this isn't a filibuster. Some places are calling it a filibuster. But Ted Cruz actually wants the bill from the House of Representatives that defunds parts of Obamacare. He wants that to pass. So there's nothing to block. Do you understand that? A filibuster blocks legislation, but there's nothing to block. He's actually in favor of the legislation. So he talked to Harry Reid in advance and said, look, man, I want to do some grandstanding because I want to hear my own voice. And Harry Reid said, okay, I don't give a fuck, go ahead. So Ted Cruz spoke, I believe it was for 20 hours! Something ridiculous. But again, there's actually no point to it. It's not my opinion that there's no point to it. Like, objectively speaking, like, he just wrapped it up at the end and was like, all right, thanks, guys. So why are you doing this? It's an utter waste of time. The only people who that's going to get you brownie points with is the people who were already on your side anyway. The craziest right-wingers in the country who have no idea how the Senate works, and they might think this is actually a filibuster. So let's listen to some of the great points he made and some of the great comparisons he made during his filibuster.
Late 1960s, when a president, John F. Kennedy, told this country, we're going to send a man to the moon. You know, with John F. Kennedy told this country we're going to send a man to the moon, there were a lot of people who said it can't be done. It's impossible. Cannot be done. And yet John F. Kennedy had the vision to say Americans can do things whatever we set our mind to. You go to the late 1970s, the 1980s, midst of the Cold War. I remember growing up in the Cold War. I remember being told the Soviet Union can't be defeated. Can't be done. We got to accept malaise. We got to accept second-class citizenship. We got to accept, you know, they got a lot of weapons. We can't possibly stand up to the Soviet Union.
So taking away people's health care is like defeating the communists and going to the moon.
Nazi Germany. Look, we saw in Britain Neville Chamberlain, who told the British people, accept the Nazis. Yes, they'll dominate the continent of Europe, but that's not our problem. Let's appease them. Why? Because it can't be done. We can't possibly stand against them. And in America, there were voices that listened to that. I suspect those same pundits who say it can't be done, if it had been in the 1940s, we would have been listening to them. Then they would have made television. They would have gotten beyond carrier pigeons and beyond letters, and they would have been on TV, and they would have been saying, you cannot defeat the Germans.
Taking away people's health care is as noble as beating the Nazis.
Sam, if you will let me be, I will try them. You will see. And at this page, he is simply holding green eggs and ham on a fork, preparing to bite them. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam, I am. And I would eat them in a boat, and I would eat them with a goat, and I will eat them in the rain, and in the dark, and on a train, and in a car, and in a tree. They are so good, you see. So I will eat them in a box, and I will eat them with a fox, and I will eat them in a house, and I will eat them with a mouse. I will eat them here or there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I do so like green eggs and ham.
Touché, sir. The old green eggs and ham argument, I see. You know what? I concede. You convinced me. I'm against healthcare now. What a massive waste of time! What a monumental waste of time! Now, of course, the massive irony on top of this, Green Eggs and Ham is a book about somebody who doesn't want to try something because he assumes that he hates it. And then eventually they try it, and they love it. If that is not a perfect metaphor for Obamacare, I don't know what is. But of course, all that is right over the top of Ted Cruz's head, because children's books might be slightly above his intellectual capacity.